I'm going to talk about how to draw a box plot by hand. And 9 out of 10 times, if not more, you're going to want or you will use software to make a box plot. So the first step in making a box plot is already done. You order the data. Your second step is to calculate the median. Now, there's two ways to calculate the median if n is odd or n is even. Here we're in the odd case. N is equal to 15, so that's odd. It would be different if n was 14. Okay? So the step here is that the median is located, and that's a key word, in position n plus 1 over 2, which is equal to position 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, 6, 7, this is 8. So that's the median. Now I'm going to erase these 8s and the numbering here. This is the median. So the median's 77. Okay. Now, because I have repeat observations, it depends on which school of thought. The textbooks, there are multiple different ways to calculate a median or the first quartile here. So that's the next step. I'm going to do it one way, but there are books that say to do it another way. So I just want you to be aware of that. So if I wanted to calculate the first quartile, i.e. the proportion of observations that have this value of Q1 or less is 25%. So the first quartile means 25% of the observations have this value or less, and it's the 25th percentile. So we're going to calculate the median of this data set. It starts at 69 and goes to 77. 69, 72, 73, 74, 76, 76, and 77. And here's how I do it. I select everything that is less than the 8th observation, everything from position 1 through 7. So, i.e., I take all of this. Different textbooks will say to do different things. This is just one way of doing it. Okay. Now, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, n equal to 7 observations. So the median of this is going to be in position 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's Q1. Okay. So we'll just say Q1 is equal to 74. The next step is to calculate Q3. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this data set, I'm going to calculate everything that is bigger than 77. Bigger is the wrong word because I'm taking everything in position 9 or bigger. So i.e. I'm going to do this. That's the data set I'm going to consider. So I'm going to consider 77, 78, 79, 81, 82, 85, 89. There are 7 observations here, so it occurs in the 4th position. 1, 2, 3, 4. 81 is the 3rd quartile. Okay, so I have the first quartile, the 3rd quartile, the median. I'll just note the max is equal to 89, and the min is equal to 69. The last thing I want to do is calculate what's called the fences. Okay, so this is F1, the lower fence. This is Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR. The upper fence, that's F3, that's Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. Now IQR, that's Q3 minus Q1. Okay, so Q3 is 81. Q1 we calculated as 74. Yeah, 74. So that is equal to 5. So this will be 74 minus 1.5 times 5. This will be 81 plus 1.5 times 5. Then we just need to calculate what these things are. So let's just take a minute and do that. I get 67.5. And I get 88.5. So if I'm going to draw this, I put a box. What goes in this lower one? Well, that's the first quartile, 74, which is Q1. In the middle here, I get 77. That which is the median, and then Q3, which is 81. Then I draw until I get to my upper fence, F3. This is 88.5. I know my maximum observation. I mark that with an asterisk because it's above my upper fence. And this is the max, which is 89. The only reason why I put an asterisk is because it's above the upper fence. Anything above the upper fence gets an asterisk. Then I do my lower fence here, which will be 67.5. That's F1. And what I'll notice here is that there is no asterisk for the lowest value here because it's not below my lower fence. This is relatively symmetrical because remember it's approximate because everything is random. It indicates that there is a slight skew, right, because I have an asterisk on one side, but it seems like it resembles a relatively symmetric distribution. A normal, what I conclude based on this box plot is that it's approximately symmetrical. It's possible that it is normal, and of course you always need to investigate or think about the data further. So this was the process to make a box plot. Thank you very much.